Hello everyone. This is an extra which I'm going to give to you, which a lot of students, based on my experience teaching the students, they are not so sure or they don't know how it actually looks like, particularly when it comes to share. They know and they can understand that 30% shareholding, 40% shareholding, those units, but they have not seen it with their own eyes before they actually goes for practical. I would like you to have a look at this website, okay, under IGM Plantation. This is the best, one of the good example on the internet. We should thank IGM Plantation Berhad for having this information over the internet. I suppose perhaps because it's a public listed company. Okay, we can see there's Bursa announcement, everything. So they release every information. This is all on reporting to the internet so that everybody can access their website. Now look at if you go to the IGM Plantation, have a look at investor relation. Okay, we look under the shareholders and dividend information. This is where all the information on the shareholders are given. Where is it now? Okay, this is where we are at this page. I would like you to look at their share capital. Okay, share capital. The next topic we're going to look at share capital. But before we go to there, can we look at their history of share capital? Okay. It used to be the other way around. Now can we look at how it started off? They start off in 15 January 1985. Okay, if you look at here, this was under the old Companies Act 1965. So when they start off with on January 1985, 15 January, they start off with 2 units of shares, to which each shares at that particular time we still have this nominal par value, whereby is 1 ringgit. So it is a $2 at that particular time is 2 ringgit. So if you might have heard the words $2 company, this is how like a $2 company looks like. A company being start off with 2 units of shares, to which the capital is just 2 ringgit. Okay, now it grows, eventually it grows from 2 ringgit. Can you see 7.5 million, to which the share that was increased in the shares, 7,499,998, with still 1 ringgit. And if you look further, almost every 2 years, 1 year, like 85, 89, 91, 2000, 2001, and there's a subdivision of shares. Now this subdivision of shares is actually authorized, and most of the time at this 2003 is best to look at what happened during that time. Normally the subdivision of this one, 50 cents per share, is actually follows the economic situation at that particular time. Okay, and then if you see 2003 again, there was a special issue at par, and then special issue at 95 per share. This is issuance at the premium. During that time we have this nominal par value, so if you issue above the nominal amount, you are issuing at premium. So this one is 95 cents, is beyond more than 50 cents, so it's issued at the premium, so whereby the premium value is only 45 cents. So if you can see, so eventually there was this conversion of EOS, employee share option scheme. It was offered at 84 cents per share. So if you are the employees of this company, this is one of the perks being given to you, to purchase the shares at a very low share price. Presumably at this time the market price is much higher than this, so you cut cost of purchasing of shares. So they only issued 50,000 units of shares. So reconversion of recalls, I can't remember these terms. I have to look for the terms, what does it mean. And there's again ESOS. Okay, ESOS. Okay. Now this is renounceable to or over 8 rights issue. So for two issues of shares, they issue something 8. I can't really remember the reading. This is where there was some free detachable warrants. You're going to learn more on the warrants during your company corporate finance paper, corporate finance topic and subject. So if you can see changes up to 2014, so 50 cent. So there was this is the changes of the share capital. So they only show up until 2014. Okay, and if you see here, what are the voting rights? Okay, voting rights, there were only you can only have voting rights, show of hands, 1 vote. So for poll, 1 vote for each share. Okay, and then for this company, they only have ordinary shares of 50 cents each. They only have 1 class of share. So this was what was authorized. Okay, 2 million, 2,000 million, correct? It's 2 billion, right? So it's authorized is 2 billion at par value of 50 cent, and then issued. So you can time this, you get this. Okay, it is 1 billion. This is unit, this is ringgit Malaysia, and then issued and paid up. So 880, how do you pronounce this? This is million, 880 million. Okay, I'm not really good in these numbers. So par value is 50 cents. So you get this is the amount of issued and paid up. Okay, so basically these are the history of their share capital. Okay, and then if you want to have a look further, you can try to look at their shareholding structure. Can you see we have this category, number, percentage, and number of shares, percentage of issued capital. Okay, this is number of shareholders. We have Malaysian individual, about 1,929 number of shareholders, holding 12.06% of shares. Okay, this is percentage. So they have 1,798,223 number of shares, and percentage of issued capital, they only contribute 0.20. So we have these nominee companies, government agency, okay, and other companies. So what about other Malaysian? Okay, this is instead of Bumi Putra, we have other races, and then we have foreign individuals as well as the shareholders. So this commensurate with that particular. So you can, if you can see, 880540460. This is the number of shares. It commensurate with this, right? The number of shares. Okay, and then you can look at the director shareholding. Okay, these are the directors who has shareholders. So Mr. Pushpanathan is an independent non-executive chairman. So this is the CEO, Mr. Joseph Tek Chun Yi. Basically I don't know what happened here. Maybe they try not to show it to the public. So Purushottaman, anak lelaki Kumaran. You can see this is the amount of number of shares that he has as of 27 March. Very recent. They have 877,500,000 balance of shares. You can see Fatima American as the senior independent executive director. You're going to learn more when we're going to do our director. So these are all the directors. If you see, there's a note here, through a family member. So indirect, this amount of shares was he got this one through a through a family members. Okay, and what are the shareholders' right? Now this we know, these are all ordinary shareholders. So what are their rights? So the company is committed to give the highest to the highest standard of corporate governance and respect the rights of our shareholders. As a shareholder of the company, you have the right to requisition for, convene general meeting, attend, appoint proxy, vote, access to register of directors, substantial shareholders, minutes. Okay, you can see, you can try whether there's a minute, voting, and then poll can be demanded by the chairman, at least 3 members present. So these are the requirements for the poll. Okay. And who are the largest 30 largest shareholders? These are the 30 largest shareholders. IGM Corporation Berhad. So we know this is IGM Plantation. So part of the shares hold by the IGM Plantation, which is 56.20%. So when they have more than the rest, so they are actually in control. This is what we call control rights by the shareholders. We have Citigroup nominees, Kumpulan Wang Persaraan, Desa Plus, Sakilan Desa, Southern Realty Resources. I believe these are subsidiaries. And then we also have Amanah Raya Trustee Berhad. We have 2 types. One under Amanah Saham Malaysia, 3 Public Small Cap Fund. And then we also have some Amanah Bak for Lembaga Kemajuan Tanah. So you can see yourself, try to look at this you can see for yourself who are the shareholders. And then interest of substantial shareholders. So these are their interests, those very big interests. Okay, so these are the quite a big number of shareholders. Okay, number of shares. Okay, apart from IGM Corporation, 56.198%. EPF, Employee Provident Fund, also hold this shares. This is what we call Employee Provident Fund. This is what we call institutional shareholders. These are the not individual, but institutional shareholders. Okay, these are those. Okay, and then we can see dividend policy. The committee is committed to make annual dividend. The quantum of dividend will determine after taking into account, inter alia or among others, the level of available funds, the amount of retained earning, capital expenditure commitment, and other investment requirement. So we can have a look at dividends and other distribution. Look here. So these are the dividend interim. Okay. These are nice. So all informations are here. Okay, these are the minutes. You can try to download the minutes. Can we just try one? Smallest ni. Okay, we try this one first. Okay, these are the dividends now. Okay, these are the example of minutes of meetings. Okay, you can download yourself. Okay, this is how they present the minutes of meeting. So nothing in detail, not so much I believe, because it's they made it public, so they just show what they have done. Okay, so interesting to see. Before I end this special video, I would like to show you this particular sample of constitution. Remember, we did our variation. Okay, so if for this company, this is company constitution under the Companies Act 2016. Malaysia Public Company Limited by shares is the constitution of the Telekom Malaysia Berhad. You can download yourself. Okay, can we just try to look for variation? So there's a special column, special clauses on variation of rights. Class right may be modified. Okay, and then there are some provisions. If you look further, special share, right to appoint appointed directors. So the right to attend and speak at general meetings. Okay, right of redemption. So I suggest all of you try to download, at least get a copy, and then explain or see all those provisions relating to those relevant share provisions. Okay, that's all for these special videos. Thank you for IGM for letting us have a look at their share capital, shareholding, and so on. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much.